We had Briganti Wines reach out to us and asked us to see what we could do with their sparkling white wine, and without hesitation, I knew exactly what I had to do. So today we're making sparkling wine 3 different ways. I have the French 75, the Mexican 75, and the Kentucky 75. And I'm excited to see how these taste with this sparkling wine. And in the comments, let me know which version of the 75 drink you like best. And with that said, let's head to the bar and make this. For these drinks, of course, you're going to need Briganti Wines sparkling white wine. Additionally, you'll need gin, tequila, and any bourbon of choice. And lastly, you'll need freshly squeezed lemon juice and freshly squeezed lime juice, simple syrup, and agave syrup. And for garnish, on one of the drinks, I'll be using a lemon twist, and for one of the drinks, I'll be using a salt rim. And the tools I need for this drink are a shaker set, a hawthorn strainer, and a fruit peeler that I can make a twist out of. Everything I use in my bar, as well as in these cocktails, are linked in my description, so don't hesitate to pick up any bar essentials you might need. Starting with the French 75, I'll need my shaker. Add in 2 ounces of gin. Now it's time to add 1 ounce of freshly squeezed lemon juice. Next, add 1 ounce of simple syrup. Now add ice to the shaker and shake for about 10 to 15 seconds. Now strain everything into a champagne flute. And top it off with about 3 ounces of Briganti Wine sparkling white wine. And garnish with a lemon twist. Now set this aside and let's make a Mexican 75. Starting with the champagne flute and rubbing a lime peel around the rim and dipping it in the salt like so. Now set aside the champagne flute and bring in the shaker. Add in 2 ounces of tequila. Now it's time to add 1 ounce of freshly squeezed lime juice. Next, add a ½ ounce of agave syrup. Now add ice to the shaker and shake for about 10 to 15 seconds. Now strain everything into the champagne flute. And top it off with about 3 ounces of Briganti Wines sparkling white wine. Now set it aside and let's make the Kentucky 75. I'm adding in 2 ounces of bourbon. Now add 3/4 of an ounce of freshly squeezed lemon juice. Next, add 3/4 of an ounce of simple syrup. And lastly, a couple dashes of Angostura bitters. Now add ice to the shaker and shake for about 10 to 15 seconds. And strain everything into the champagne flute. Now top it off with about 3 ounces of Briganti Wine sparkling white wine. And there you have it, sparkling wine 3 different ways. The French 75, the Mexican 75, and the Kentucky 75. So let's start with the French 75. As always, I love French 75s. And having this Briganti extra dry sparkling wine really brings out those flavors and preserves those bubbles. So on to the Mexican 75. So I think it's safe to say I prefer extra dry sparkling wine in my 75s, and the Mexican 75 is no exception. It gives me subtle hints of margarita, but I can tell it's a lighter version. The salt rim is an excellent touch, and the lime and agave are really subtle in conjunction with that tequila. So overall, a fantastic drink. And to finish this off, I have a Kentucky 75, and I have a feeling I'm going to enjoy this too. And it goes without saying, this drink reminds me of a whiskey sour without the egg whites. I love this drink. I think that out of all these drinks, the Kentucky 75 is probably my favorite. But regardless of what I think, what do you think? Which one of these drinks do you find the most enjoyable? Would you try making these drinks? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Let me know. Also, a massive thanks to Briganti Wines for sending this sparkling wine. It was fun to kind of take this challenge, and I hope you enjoyed this video as well. And if you get a chance, go ahead and check them out. I'll link them in my description. And additionally, please consider hitting that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. I put out new videos and shorts each week, and the support means a lot. And until next time, cheers.